Welcome back to another episode of the Foamy Heads. Mitch and Rich are on the mic today. What we got? We're not. I'm sure we're doing a single beer today, aren't we, Mitch?
Yeah, single beer today, I believe, because it's coming up to the end of the week, and we wanted to at least get something down here before who knows what the weekend has in store. So we decided, this is happy hour, so this is the golden hour after a full day of work. So we're going to go ahead and we don't have the exact same beers today, but I think we've got a brewery in common, right?
Yep, Southern Grist, based out of Nashville, Tennessee. We've talked about them multiple times, and we've had lots of their beers. They're probably one of my favorite Nashville breweries. They put out a lot of IPAs and stuff like that. I'm not drinking an IPA today, but I think you are drinking an IPA, Mitch. What are we drinking?
I've got the Moderate Fleek. That's their triple IPA.
Oh, that's so good.
It's brewed with the Strata, Mosaic, and Nelson Sauvin hops. Or Sauvin or
that is
Strata.
A good triple.
Yeah, dude.
Good triple.
I was really impressed. I'm usually not one to really enjoy my triples so much. They're usually too sweet for me. So
yeah.
But this is awesome. So I'm looking forward to having this one and talking about it, because I don't think I've talked about it yet.
No, I don't think we haven't released an episode since the Moderate Fleet came out, and to be honest, I didn't save any. I drank all of mine.
Nice. Well, better fresh. So
yeah,
I'm aggressively
good way to end
pouring
a work day.
Mine.
Yeah.
What you got?
I've got, since we're highlighting Southern Grist, I'm drinking a blueberry pancake breakfast brown ale. Ooh. I'm going to show it to you right there, Mitch. Since we're remote today, we're kind of going back and forth.
That label looks delicious.
And I'll be honest, I've had it before, and it tastes just like a blueberry breakfast pancake. It's ridiculous. Southern Grist is so on point with their flavors. And I'm really excited to try this one. It's really hot outside, and my AC is normally not running much during the day while I'm at work, so I'm home now. It's kind of being brought up to speed. It's still a little hot in here. I should be drinking an IPA, but instead I'm drinking a brown ale in the middle of summer upstairs in a hot-ass room. So, man. I don't know. But
it's the office is the same way. It cannot keep up with the heat right now. It's very warm. Really? My feet feel like they're getting glued to the inner sole of my shoe. It's terrible. But that's Tennessee right now.
It's hot, man, and it's humid.
Yeah.
And this is I'll tell you though, this is a good time to drink a beer. We're at the end of the workday. Well, at least I'll be jumping online later tonight, I know, but for right now, I'm off work. And it's been a really stressful day, and it's fun to just be able to sit here and talk to good people about beer.
Definitely.
And drink a good brewery at the same time, which Southern Grist, probably in my top 5 easily in Tennessee.
Yes. Man, 2 years now they've really grown on us.
Get into your triple.
Yeah, the triple. Yeah. This is my last one of my 4-packs. The other one is, I think I've still got 2 at home, I think. So we may yet be able to talk solo about it, because it's awesome. But I'm going to get into it, man. I'm catching whiffs of it. I haven't even sniffed it yet, and it smells glorious of hops, full of hops. So it's a very floral aroma on this triple IPA with a sweet kind of lift. Your pancake one looked awesome, foamy head-wise.
I'm really jealous of that triple. I don't remember it being too sweet.
This one isn't. Usually triples are to me. Like Bearded Iris's triple homie. I like the double more than I do like their triple. So that's just super sweet for some reason, but it still has that characterized Bearded Iris back of the throat feel after you drink it, just like the home style double and then triple. They all have that characteristic, but man, something about the double's just right. And the triple just seems a little too sweet for me. But Southern Grist, I was hesitant about even getting these, but it tastes and drinks like a double, in my opinion. It's awesome.
Well, I'm looking it up on Untappd, and it's 10.1%.
Okay.
I don't remember it being, and it could be the Nelson hops that are in that IPA. I personally am not a Nelson Sauvin hop guy. They're typically a little bit more, obviously bitter's not the word because they are hops after all, but they kind of take away from the sweetness that an IPA has to offer. So, but in this case, it's a good idea, right? Because 10.1% is no joke.
Right.
It's a sweeter IPA just because it's got the higher alcohol. So I think those Nelson Sauvin hops are kind of helping downplay that sweetness a little bit.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah.
Because I mean, the triple home style from Bearded Iris is all Mosaic, and Mosaic hops are great, but there's a threshold for that, and it's like 8.5%, 9%. After that, it starts getting really, really sweet, and there's not a lot of hops that can mask that. And I think that's the problem that Bearded Iris, not a problem per se. Some people like that style of IPA, but I agree with you. I think the double home style is like the perfect match because it's like, I can't remember, 8%, maybe 9%, somewhere in between there. But the Mosaic hops are not strong enough to overpower it, so it's a good balance.
Man, I've drank a third of my glass already just because I was ready for this. Apparently, end of the work day always is a good time for beer, and apparently today I needed it as well. It's been a busy back and forth day on my end. Not high stress, but it's constant stress. So it's been all right. Have you tasted your beer yet?
I have. I've been sipping on it a little bit. Brown ales I like to have extremely cold, so I didn't necessarily want to wait too long pouring it. To be honest, the foamy head on it stayed for a good probably minute or two. And then it just dissipated. It went from a lot to just nothing. It didn't I didn't see it slowly foam down. I'm looking in the receiver, and you and I are having a conversation on a web conference, and I look down, and the foamy head on my beer is just about gone. It just it almost disappeared. Which is what I get with whenever I have had this beer, because I remember seeing that in the past. But man, I mean, it smells. It doesn't smell. It smells out of the can how it's going to taste, but smelling it from the glass, I get a different experience.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know why. Huh. I can still smell a little bit blueberry, but I can't smell it as strong as I can from the can. But drinking it, oh yeah,
man,
very, very strong sweet blueberries.
Oh, that sounds so good. And I know Southern Grist gets it on lock every time, too.
Every single time. So, 6% ABV, brewed with lactose, real Vermont maple syrup, vanilla, coffee, and blueberry puree.
Ooh.
I gotta be honest, I don't know if I taste coffee.
Huh. Question.
It might be there. Yes, sir.
I know you don't like sours, but did you ever like the sour green apple Jolly Rancher?
I did.
Okay.
I do.
So this episode's probably going to drop the week after this drop from Southern Grist. I just saw today that they're releasing a sour green apple series back this year from, I guess, another year or last year.
Southern Grist?
Yeah. It comes out Saturday. And that's kind of their thing right now during this pandemic and everything is, you order online, pick up on the weekend, curbside or whatever. But, it looks beautiful. It looks like a liquid Jolly Rancher. It's part of their Crystal Skies series or something of the sort. I'd have to look it up again and see, but it looks awesome and it sounds delicious because I've always liked Jolly Ranchers growing up. I don't know if I'd like them now that I'm 30-ish or 31 or 2, whatever I am now. I don't know how old I am anymore, Richard.
Old as fuck, man.
Old as fuck. But it looks good, so I feel like that one's a definite. If they don't sell out immediately, if we get our hands on it, that'd be fun to experience for the summertime for sure. It looks like a really tasty picnic or lounging out on the porch or next to a pool kind of type of beer. So,
oh yeah,
it is a sour though, so I'm kind of curious how they're gonna balance sweetness with the sour, and is it gonna be more candy or is it gonna be more sour?
Emerald Skies.
That's it. Emerald Skies. Yeah. For the green. Yeah.
Emerald Skies, a green apple candy inspired fruited lactose sour with northern spy apples. Bursting with notes of tart green apple, which is sure to make you say, oh yeah. I'm reading off their Instagram, Mitch. Emerald Skies will be available in 4 packs. Online pre-order starting Friday at 11 a.m.
Interesting.
It's green.
And was that a call out to the Kool-Aid man? Oh, yeah.
It was. Kind of represent Kool-Aid man.
That Kool-Aid rude-ass bitch breaking through walls, ruining infrastructures. All for
this ain't your house, Kool-Aid man. This is my house. He's just coming for the beer.
Do not pour yourself on me or for me in any way.
In any way, shape, form. Hey, so I'm curious. I'm curious. That was a good episode that we released last time.
Yeah.
When we did the Living Waters Brewing, we had the Alma and then the Burgess, which were their first 2 can releases.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Those were such good beers.
Outstanding ones. I plan on having another Burgess probably tomorrow. I might do like a pour video of it, like a literal I'm pouring it into a glass, and I don't know. It's just such a pretty drink.
It was an interesting episode because both beers were not surprisingly phenomenal, but they were phenomenal. I surprisingly liked the milkshake IPA, the Burgess, more than I thought I was going to. I think that was kind of the surprising thing. But we had differences of favorites.
Yes.
Between the 2 beers. You liked the Burgess more, and I end up liking the Alma more. So that was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I would like to figure out, while I still have a couple cans, I might pair. If we get a chance to get Zilla's again soon, I might try to pair Burgess with one of his cooked meats. Because that brisket's badass. But I really want some wings, man. I'm craving some damn wings.
I don't see Zilla making... Shout out to Zilla. That dude, I'm telling you, man. Zilla's Pit Barbecue, Big Perm. That guy knows exactly what he's doing. We're lucky to have him in Nashville. And hopefully we can get him on the show one day to talk to him. But he's always posting wings on his Instagram page. And I always wants to try some of his wings, but he never has them when we're ready to go.
Right.
Some wings would be really good.
I would love to get him and Thunderbird and, a few favorites all on to talk barbecue and then eat barbecue and drink. Oh yeah. That'd be an afternoon of debauchery.
So we could grab some shout out to Trace with Thunderbird wings. We could get some thighs from Trace, and then maybe some brisket or some wings from Zilla, and then we could just grab some beers and just relax.
Yeah, dude. Worst case Ontario, we could always just put some orders in, and hopefully one weekend the stars and planets align for us to get a brisket from Zilla and some thighs from Trace, because I know Trace, he's usually pretty on it. If you put an order in, you'll get it the day that you asked for it. And then Zilla, of course, he's just popping up shop anywhere, everywhere, whenever he can, and I'll show up, pick up brisket, and then I'll go pick up thighs or whatever, man. It'd be great just to get some Nashville food together and get some beers with it too. Man, I know they're busy though.
Crown Head cigar from Nashville as well.
Dude, speaking of, We haven't had it yet. That Los Calaveras has finally dropped since last weekend, I believe.
The band looks so good. The purple on the dark background. I think it's a Maduro cigar this year, but man, it looks so good together.
It does. Yeah, it's Kobe colors. It's beautiful, man. And it's just with the pictures we've seen from the reception alone, non-affiliated people buying the Los Calaveras because they're just as hyped as we are. We've been fans since the first drop in 2014.
Yep.
And man, we've been looking for that 2014 killer kind of, ever since. I still got 2 2014s for a damn good day, but one day, I don't know when, but these might be the next number 2s or even 1s. I'm curious.
Crossed. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that first stove or first cigar of them, the 2014s were lightly peppery, right? And I'm trying to recollect. It had a nice pepper to them. It was medium in terms. This is a non-aficionado person speaking, by the way. Like I'm still new to cigars, but it had the medium wrapper color to it, in my opinion. Then it had a little pepperiness, and it was mild, and you could have like a lean kind of lunch before it to feel okay. I equate my range to having to eat red meat before a Maduro wrapper. You know what I mean? I base my food prior to a cigar based on what I'm going to smoke. So
fair.
That's my weakness, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this new Calaveras. I'm struggling to remember the 2014 variant.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. 2014 Las Calaveras, Mexican. Let's see here.
The last Maduro Las Calaveras was really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
That was last year's, actually.
Biblical terms and number. Okay, this is cool. 24 count boxes, each containing 3 rows of 8 cigars. The 3 rows represent life cycle of beginning, middle, and end. In biblical terms, the number 8 signifies new beginnings, and the mathematical term an 8 laid on its side symbolizes infinity as an eternal life. Wrapper, Ecuadorian Habano Oscuro. So it's a Habano wrapper with Nicaragua binder and filler. Man, that was such a good one. And then the 2015 one wasn't our favorite.
Right. There was a few that kind of failed us, but we bought a box. I think it was the 3rd year that they were very light. Was it the 16s?
I could have sworn it was the year after, but maybe it wasn't.
17s? I can't remember.
No, I'm thinking. I thought it was like year 2, like the 2015s, but maybe it wasn't. I'm going to do a search for it real quick. This is obviously not cigar episode, but I just...
Wow. It's all good. I mean, man, right now we just talk about whatever. But I'm trying to remember the Calaveras because I feel like it was 3 or 4 years we bought a box, And that 3rd one, I think, was the one that really disappointed us. And then we went in on the next year box, and it turned out okay. And I've actually smoked most of those compared to the year 2 and year 3s. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking I bought a sampler box or something.
I remember you and I split a box of whatever it was that we weren't necessarily a big fan of.
Yeah.
Mitch, the wrappers between the 2015 and the 2016, I mean the label on it, they look very much the same, so I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was the 2015 or the 2016 that was.
I just know it's a very light wrapper. Mm-hmm. That's all. But
yeah.
And we got the smaller variants as well, whatever those are called, but they were disappointing. They are definitely my oh, you want a cigar? Here's one. Mm-hmm. Or just something to smoke with, in a group. I hate to say that, but Yeah, I mean, that was the worst one, so I don't think they can get any worse than that one, really. I forget what the niche is with the Calaveras because it's slightly different every year, and small batch. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping to find a sampler pack for sure of this year's. And, we talked about getting a box, and we'll see what the availability is whenever we meet up and have that. We haven't met up and had the summer or even spring kind of cigar session yet. So,
no.
There was one year, I guess it was during the fall before it got really chill, but it was really nice over at Casa de Montecristo, their cigar lounge, and the sun, we met up early enough, the sun was still up, and then it was setting. The temperature just kind of like evened out perfectly, along with a cigar and some beer. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to that again at some point. That was a good day.
Good. That was a great day.
Yeah. But, man, that new cigar looks delicious, and I definitely want to get my hands on it. We'll probably need to check with Tony and see what he's up to with them.
I've got, I know Frank, he's a cigar buddy of mine, and he's a realtor in Nashville. I'm pretty sure he just posted a picture on his Instagram page that he just picked up a box from Tony. Let me look him up real quick.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Because I feel like Tony sticks to
stock.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we give Tony a holler.
Be fun to go back and check him out again. Big Star Cigar Lounge in Mount Juliet. Yeah. Those are kind of good stomping grounds.
Definitely.
How's that beer
he's
still
been true
you?
To it, man. It's awesome. It's hitting. Maybe we'll reach out to Big Star, and if we can, maybe we'll get him on the show or something. But man, I really want some Calaveras in my life right now. I need to. We'll reach out, see what we can do. Does Tony like beer?
He's a light beer drinker guy, from what I recall. I've tried offering him some a couple of times, and most times he's, either since he's working, he says no. But even when he's not, he hasn't been much of a beer guy. So I mean, I'm sure he'll drink one. He's just probably not much of a big craft beer guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll supply the beer if he wants to talk cigars and whatever, dude.
Oh, yeah. That would be
I don't know if you're listening, Tony, but holler. I don't know if he checks in or not.
Exactly. Oh, that would be great though, to be able to get some Living Waters beers, some even just local Nashville beers. Grab some Thunderbird, chicken thighs or whatever, and maybe some brisket or something from Zilla, and then just go and sit in Mount Juliet for the day at Big Star Cigar and just eat the food, drink the beer, and then smoke the Las Calaveras. That sounds like a great day, Mitch.
That sounds amazing. Yes.
Oh man,
I'll be there.
That beer went down faster than I was expecting it to, man.
Yeah, I was trying to just sip the rest of mine, but I'm pretty much about done with it. And we went all over the place with food and cigars and whatnot, local stuff. I mean, man, there's so much happening in Nashville. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I don't know if you ever went to Jackson's, but Jackson's was they stuck around for a few years in Nashville for when my brothers were around before they moved out. But that whole space has changed at Hillsborough Village. It's like a whole new complex with a big New Orleans restaurant and everything now. We went down there to get Allison's glasses fixed in Hillsborough Village, and everything's changing. That whole spot's turning into the Gulch now, man. It's big buildings and lots of living quarters, and it's on the up and up, man. It's kicking out all the old stuff.
Crazy too.
Yeah,
that whole area is.
It's wild. It's just weird to see the old stomping grounds go away.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, that beer is definitely hitting because I am going everywhere on topics right now. So it's been a busy work day and a great drink.
Yes, absolutely. I think this is what we needed. Be curious to see, just kind of circling back around then, I guess maybe kind of closing out happy hour. But I'm curious if any of you guys have tried the Living Waters before that we had on our last episode. So, the Alma or the Burgess, which I know a lot of people went out and bought it. So I think we posted a couple pics on our Instagram page, the Foamy Heads. Go check it out. Comment down below if you guys have had it. We give a shout out to them too. It's, man, got to support local businesses. They're doing whatever they can to stay open, wearing masks inside. If you want to drink Southern Grist, I can't remember if they are allowing people to still drink inside or if they're still doing to go only. But when we went to get beers, I know we had to have a mask on, while we were doing it. So these guys are doing whatever they can to stay open. So, if you guys drink craft beer, then support your local breweries because your money is what keeps them going.
I was in the middle of a drink. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, man. I totally agree. We're doing what we can to support the local people here with what we can do. And, I can't vouch enough that it's just... I'm super glad to be spoiled as I am that they're still releasing beers and I'm able to pick it up. So I'm supporting them with as much as I can.
Yeah. I got my little buddy here with me now.
There he is.
Yeah. I don't think we're releasing video on this recording, but
no.
Mitch, I know you'll be able to see him just by looking at him here.
Oh. Man, he's already grown so much.
My little son's waving to the camera, Mitch. There
Little
you go.
Jeff.
There you go. Little Jeff.
What up?
So,
I'm hidden behind the microphone, so I'm just this fleshy object that he's staring at.
Well, I think that was good, man. I had a good happy hour, and I think that was kind of a good session just to kind of trim down the last part of the week, and probably. I don't know. We'll probably be doing these happy hours, pretty often. Just kind of talk about what we're drinking and stuff, and then there'll be other times when we're doing, specialty, focusing on certain ones. But today, just kind of highlighting breweries in our Nashville area with happy hour, and Southern Grist just happened to be that,
Definitely. Southern Grist, Bearded Iris. We've got various artists, and which we haven't heard from much. We probably should ask DJ and see what's up with them, but just proper sake. There's all sorts, and I mentioned last time there's still 3 or 4 that I haven't remembered the names of yet. Man, the week goes by so quick.
Yep.
But
we'll get to them. The goal is to drink all the beer.
That's right, especially locally.
Exactly.
We'll get to them for sure.
Awesome. That was a good beer, man. I appreciate you spending some time today and just kind of hanging out. It's good to just wind down the last part of the week with a beer.
Yeah, thank you for joining, man, too. I'm glad we found this time to meet up, have a drink, and just say a few things. So
yeah. If you guys haven't had anything from Southern Grist yet, you're local in Nashville and need to go check them out. If you are not drinking beer, you need to start drinking beer. If you are drinking beer, keep drinking craft beer. And if you've never tried craft beer before, Southern Grist is kind of all over the map, so they might be a good one to check out. So it'd be worth checking them out and supporting them locally too.
Cheers.
See you next time.